Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ben Rides Around in His Truck and Talks Business. Hopefully, you guys are still hanging with us. This will be, I guess, episode 4 of the business update for our little landscape supply company. It's going pretty well. Today is Saturday, so we're open 9 to 5 today. We've got one of the guys out there working, and we'll probably stop by. I got to pick up some equipment from him, and just take care of a little bit of business. Hit the bank this morning, put our deposits in from this week. Had a pretty good week. Made some money, spent a lot of money. Had to get some more material delivered, which is good because that means that we are selling material. Had a big payroll this week, and we're working on refinancing our tractor and implements and all of that good stuff. And I never realized, for those of you guys who are trying to get funding for a startup business or you just bought a small business, it is almost impossible to find funding. You can't go to a commercial bank. You can't go to any of the traditional lenders. So I ended up using a company called Toro online. We're not sponsored by them. I don't get anything from that. I'm just passing it along. Maybe it'll help somebody else out, or at least get you started on your search for funding. It's a pretty good deal. It's 0% interest based on your credit score for a length of time. I think ours was like 24 months or something like that. And there's a little bit of an upfront fee, but overall it's not too bad. It's for a line of credit instead of a loan, which is actually going to help us in the future because we can tap into that whenever we need it. But they don't charge anything for the balance that you're not using. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. It's one of the better funding deals that I've come across recently in business. So I think we're going to move ahead with that this week. I've got to get this tractor and equipment refinanced because the guy that we bought the company from has got to get out of it. And so we're kind of in a pinch to get that done. But that'll be our big hurdle this week, and that should actually take care of all of the administrative pieces and parts of transferring ownership of the company. So it'll be 100% ours, and that's over. All right, and we're back. Now that the suction cup failed on the windshield mount, that was cool. Sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to have 100% ownership of the company and all the equipment after we get this tractor refinanced. So that'll be a big kind of burden off my shoulders to let the guys keep working, and we don't have to worry about, are we going to lose our equipment and things like that. So good deal on that. A couple people have asked, how we did our first real month in business. It's October in Virginia. Thankfully, we've had some pretty mild weather. We've only really gotten into some cool nights and cool mornings and some, I guess, fall weather, you could call it, over the past week. So I think people have really been active trying to get their yards and gardens straight for springtime coming up. We're projecting about $6,000 gross, and our expenses and overhead. We were a little high this month because we had a lot of startup fees associated with, getting payroll services started and some other subscription type QuickBooks and things like that. So we took a hit on a couple of those. I think we're going to be maybe around 40% gross or net profit, which I think is pretty good for just taking over a company for the first full month. And we expect that it's going to be a little bit slow November, December, January, and we'll start picking up middle of February again with our landscape contractors and things like that. So we'll start moving some big material in. We've got some 75-yard tractor trailers coming in with mulch in the spring and some stuff like that. So we're going to be moving a lot of material in the springtime. We're pretty excited about that. We're working with our marketing company to push out our new website. You guys can go check that out. I'll link that below. It's cvlss.com. And it's kind of a work in progress. We're making some updates to it over the next week or so until we actually get everything finalized. But I think we're done enough that we can kind of push it out to everybody and get the general idea of what we're doing. The guys did a really good job on it. I've never hired anybody to do marketing or web design or anything like that before. So another new business experience. I hope I could talk today. Another new business experience for us, and I think it went pretty well. It was kind of pricey, but I think it's going to pay off because they're doing all of our Google AdWords and SEO and all of the stuff that I'm not good at, and so they're taking care of all that stuff. And it's been nice to have somebody to kind of confer with on all that stuff. So definitely would hire a marketing company again, and recommend that if you think your business is growing. All right, we're at the bank really fast, which has been a whole nother business hassle. Just put some cash in from our sales the other day. It's been kind of a hassle trying to get a business bank. We went all online to a bank, which is cool, except for an all online bank you can't deposit cash. So, and I didn't really consider that because I figured that most of our sales would be cards, which they have been, but it's been a little bit of a hassle depositing cash. And we don't have a lot of customers that pay in cash, but it's a few. It's enough that, we need to have a process. Good morning. Can I deposit that to the savings, please? It's $90. Yeah, I just put $90 in the bank. Not a lot. That was our cash sales from Thursday coming over here. So, yeah, so basically I have to take the cash and put it in one account and then transfer that to our business online account. The other problem with that is some of our delivery drivers who need a check. The online bank doesn't give us a checkbook. They can send a check, but the drivers usually want it in cash on delivery. So we're going to probably get another local bank that has some better terms than my personal bank. Not to mention my personal bank is merging with two other banks, which has been a huge hassle, and it's why they didn't get my business for this business when I opened the checking account, because it's been such a hassle with personal stuff that they kind of scared me away. And I'm actually thinking about moving some of my other stuff if they don't start changing things. And that's something I've learned in business as well, is you can never be loyal to one bank or one contractor or one lender or anything like that if you want to be successful.
Good, thank you.
Thank you. You too. You just can't have, can't play favorites. You have to go where the money is and go where with whoever makes you money. So, valuable business lesson. All right, heading out to the mulch yard. We're gonna play a game. It's 11 o'clock. It's called We've Been Open for 2 hours, and let's see how much money we've made. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. We should be hopefully rolling this morning, but we will find out here shortly. Customers. It's a good thing. Let's go see what's up. All right, so yeah, talked to that customer. That was awesome. That's probably a 10 or 15 yard mulch job with a bunch of networking. She happens to know a bunch of people in a really nice neighborhood in our area that are probably going to be interested in getting some landscaping done. So you never know when you might find a really good customer that is well connected, and that's kind of the name of the business. That's what we're out here to do. And like I just told her, I said we're in we're in the people and the networking business. The mulch kind of sells itself if you can accomplish that, and I think that goes for a lot of businesses. You know, it's all about the relationships. You know, anybody can sell mulch. You put a little ad on Facebook, people come buy it, but it's about generating those repeat customers. So that was a pretty good deal today. We've sold a little bit. We're not killing it so far, but hopefully that'll pick up this afternoon, and we'll just see what happens. So the guys are out there working today, cleaning up a couple little things, and we're gonna carry on with our Saturday. Got some family stuff to do, and actually feel like a real business owner today. While the guys are out working, I can actually accomplish a couple of personal items that have been on my list for about 6 months. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great Saturday, and we will check in with you guys later this week.